Hey, what is up with y'all, man? I want to talk about this. I saw some videos online. Like, it's basically women that regret doing like OF, OnlyFans, and like sex work, stuff like that. That come on the internet and act like men kind of push them towards doing that type of work when it wasn't a man that forced you to go into that business in the first place. Because let's be honest here, we live in America. We live in America. You can't force a woman to do anything. A woman has her own job. She has her own bank account. She has her own phone plan, phone bill. She has her own car payment. She owns her own car. She pays her own insurance. Sometimes she pays her own rent. She lives alone. She pays her own mortgage most of the time. But sometimes some women are paying their own mortgage. They have their own house. So you can't be like a man is forcing you to do that type of stuff that is going to degrade you or lessen your value. Because look, as a woman, you're grown. If you're above like 21 years old, a man shouldn't be able to like just control you and manipulate you into selling your body for $299 on the internet. No man should be able to have that power over you. And as a woman, if you a man has that power over you, you have to like really think about why are you on this earth? Why on it? Why are you on this earth? God gave you a brain. So if you can't use your brain to decipher, hey, I probably should not be doing this because God made me in his own image. And me selling my body for a bunch of horny men online that pay me $299 a month, $299 a month to just look at me naked or to be in compromising or sexual art acts on camera for that entertainment and for that pleasure. When you as a woman should be like, hey, I'm worth more than $299 a month. Because if I'm married, my husband and us could be spending $10,000 a month, and I'm worth more than $299 a month. Even though some people are making $50,000 a month, that's not a majority. That's like I think 0.1% of like sex workers that are making that much money. $50,000. Let's search it up. $50,000. Excuse me. 50,000 times 12. That's about 600,000. 600K a year. That's that's more than half a million dollars. That's more than half a million dollars just from doing that. Just from doing that. Just from doing that. Just from doing that. That's 0.1. That's 0.1. That's $600,000. Some people are making millions a year from it, and that's like 0.000.1 or something like that. Something like that. I'm not sure these numbers, so don't quote me on them. But some women are making that much money on that. But that's like 90. That's like point. That's 1% of 99% of women. Most women are probably making $100,000, maybe, or even less, at minimum wage most of the time. Until most of the time, how they do it is that they get their clout or basically their followers, people that are going to be able to purchase their products, right? So let's say they have 10,000 followers on Instagram. That's not much. That much followers, maybe you might make minimum wage on the sex work sites. But let's say that person builds that profile to be 100,000. Now you're talking $100,000 a month, or not a month, a year, six figures a year from because they have 100,000 followers on Instagram. That can translate to a most of the time if the woman is posting like naked pictures, thirst traps on her Instagram, most of the time it's gonna be men that are following her. If you think I'm lying, just look it up. If a woman is posting a lot of thirst traps, her breasts, and stuff like that, check the followers. It's mostly men, because women kind of jealous like that. Women don't really follow women that kind of post like that, because it's like a woman is not gonna show her butt to a girl to attract her. It's mostly she's gonna show her butt to attract men, right? So it's mostly men that are following her. So that's how they do it. That's how they make money from it. So what I wanted to talk about is that you have we all have choices, man. We all have choices. So if you decide to get into that industry, you got to know that hey, you're gonna have a stain on your reputation on Earth. Your reputation on Earth will be stained, especially if you're doing something that it's on the cloud. That type of video is gonna get repurposed so many times. Even if you delete it, people are gonna leak your videos on there because it's like, hey, I paid every month for this video. I own this video, even though it's a subscription. I still own this video. I still own you. That's how it is. Men are like that, paying $2.99 to own your body virtually. So it's like, hey, I own this video, even though you're saying I'm going to delete the sexual explicit videos on the website and end my career, but the video is still up there. It's still going to be up there. Not maybe on the site that you first put it on, but a lot of people are going to repurpose the video, like especially if you blow up doing that. A lot of people are going to have your videos. There's no going back. And I don't know if some men are really strong like that, because I don't think most men are stronger than me. Like, I'm just gonna be honest. Mentally, I don't think most men are stronger than me. So if me, I wouldn't be comfortable dating someone like that. I don't think most men that have like self worth, that know their value, that know their their importance on this earth, is gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna, out of like the billions of video of women, I'm gonna choose an ex sex worker when there's multiple options out there, especially for a man that's accomplished and is doing work for himself, and he's a God fearing man. You know, he has good style, he's in shape, you know, he's smart, he speaks intelligently, audibly, you know, he has confidence. I don't think a man is gonna be limited to only being able to date a sex worker. That's what I'm gonna say. Even if it's an ex sex worker, whatever it is, right? Most type of men are gonna have more options than only being able to attract a sex worker, especially if you put the work in. That's my 2 cents, man. So please, don't blame a man when you decide to go into that type of business, because you're the only person that's reaping from that business. You're the only person that's making the money from that business. Unless you have a manager, you're the only one getting paid from selling your body. So don't come out here and blame a man for you selling your body and you taking all the profits. So if you want to take all the profits, you have to take all the blame as well, ma'am. So if you're going to be a sex worker, make sure you know, hey, if I'm getting into this, I'm gonna have to deal with the consequences of maybe never finding a spouse, never finding a spouse, or finding a spouse that you're not really into, because that's your only option. Okay, just be careful with it, man. Be careful. If you're gonna do that, please. I would say don't do it, because you're worth more than $299 a month, because you're special. We all are special in God's eyes. But if you decide to indulge in Satan's rewards and gifts and prizes by selling your body for a little bit of change, you're going to reap it. You're going to reap what you sow. Okay? Thank you for watching. I'm going to see you guys on the next one. Peace.